Welcome to the Ark and Hunting Tales horror aficionados. Get ready to be captivated by bone-chilling stories from brave souls who have embarked on the most haunted road trips imaginable. If you like this video, subscribing will be priceless. And for all of you subscribed, thank you for the support. Beware, these stories aren't for the faint of heart. The stories may contain some acts or events that may be disturbing for some viewers. Be advised. As always, are you ready to be terrified? Then let's begin. I'll tell you about a night when my partner, Maddie, and I, Cameron, embarked on a road trip seeking adventure along the winding roads of a remote countryside. The moon cast an eerie glow upon the landscape, and our journey took an unexpected turn as we decided to venture onto a seemingly tranquil shortcut. As we traveled deeper into the countryside, the surroundings became increasingly distorted. Shadows flickered on the edges of our vision, and the air grew thick with an unsettling tension. The road, once clear and straightforward, began to twist and turn in ways that defied logic. Unease settled in as strange symbols appeared on road signs. Symbols that seemed to shift in the moonlight. I exchanged a bewildered glance with Maddie, and the air inside the car grew heavy with an unspoken sense of dread.
I don't remember this road being so bizarre,
Maddie said, her voice filled with concern.
Maybe it's just an oddness of the countryside,
I replied, attempting to dismiss the growing sense of unease. Little did we know that our tranquil road trip had taken a dark turn into the unknown. As the car continued along the winding path, the landscape outside morphed into a nightmarish dreamscape. Trees loomed like twisted sentinels, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers that seemed to claw at the sky. The moonlight cast long, distorted shadows that danced ominously across the road. Panic set in as the road stretched endlessly before us, each turn turning to another bizarre twist in our surreal journey. The car's headlights struggled to pierce through the thick darkness, revealing glimpses of distorted shapes that lurked just beyond the shadows.
I don't like this,
Maddie said, her fingers gripping the edge of her seat. Neither did I. The once familiar road had transformed into a maze of uncertainty, trapping us in a nightmare of a twisted reality. The symbols on the road signs seemed to mock us, their meaning elusive and foreboding. Desperation clawed at us as we searched for an escape from this nightmarish countryside. We tried to backtrack, but the road seemed to shift and bend, confounding our attempts to return to the familiar path we had strayed from. As we continued our harrowing journey, a sense of isolation enveloped us. The distorted landscape seemed to close in, and the air inside the car grew heavy with an oppressive force. Maddie's fingers trembled, and my own hands tightened around the steering wheel. The car's headlights flickered, casting eerie shadows that seemed to dance with malevolence. The symbols on the road signs glowed faintly in the darkness, casting an unsettling glow upon the night. A feeling of hopelessness settled over us as we realized the road had ensnared us in its twisted reality. Every attempt to escape led to another turn, another dead end. It was as if the very fabric of the night conspired against our every move.
I just want to get out of here.
Maddie murmured, her eyes darting nervously between the distorted shapes that loomed in the darkness. We pressed on, our surroundings growing increasingly surreal. Shadows whispered, and the symbols on the road signs seemed to pulse with an ominous energy. The air inside the car vibrated with an otherworldly resonance, heightening our fear. Just as despair threatened to overwhelm us, the road ahead seemed to straighten, and the distorted landscape gradually gave way to a more familiar countryside. The symbols on the road signs faded, and the oppressive tension lifted. We found ourselves on a desolate but ordinary road, the moonlight casting a silvery glow upon the landscape. Relief washed over us as the nightmare that had ensnared us began to dissipate. We continued our journey, shaken by the surreal encounter with the remote countryside. The road, however, had etched its darkest secret into our memories, a chilling reminder that even the most tranquil path can harbor a nightmare beneath their surface. A few years ago, my friends Emma, Jake, Alex, and I, Jensen, set out on a road trip to explore an abandoned town, rumored to be haunted. The thrill of the unknown and the promise of adventure fueled our excitement. Little did we know that our quest for thrills would lead us to the heart of a nightmare. As we ventured deeper into the woods, an eerie mist clung to the air. Our flashlights flickered, casting long shadows that danced in the darkness. The skeletal remains of a once thriving town emerged from the fog, and our excitement grew as we stumbled upon a rundown mansion hidden within the trees. The mansion loomed as a specter from a bygone era, its windows shattered and its facade draped in shadows. The creaking front door beckoned us forward, its hinges groaning as we pushed it open. The air inside was stale, carrying the weight of years of abandonment. Our footsteps echoed through the desolate halls as we explored room after room, the silence broken only by the soft patter of rain against the broken windows. Fading wallpaper peeled from the walls, revealing the mansion's former glory, now faded into decay. As we delved deeper, strange sounds began to echo through the hallways, a distant mournful wail and the faint murmur of indistinct voices. Unease settled in the pit of my stomach, but curiosity pushed us forward. We found ourselves in a grand hall, adorned with a decaying chandelier, its crystals swaying in an unseen breeze. Suddenly, a whisper echoed through the hall, calling our names in haunting familiarity. Emma, Jake, Alex, Jensen. The disembodied voice whispered. We exchanged bewildered glances, our excitement turning to unease. Unseen entities seemed to be aware of our presence. Fear took hold as objects moved in their own accord. Chairs slid across the floor, and the broken glass of a long-forgotten mirror tinkled as it shifted. Panic set in, and our desperate search for an escape route began.
Did you see that?
Alex exclaimed, his voice trembling. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the walls as we huddled together, our flashlights revealing nothing but the darkness beyond. As we stumbled through the labyrinth of the haunted mansion, the whispers grew more insistent, almost pleading. Shadows seemed to dart across our peripheral vision, and the temperature plummeted as an unseen force tightened its grip on our reality. The hallways twisted and turned, leading us in circles as if the mansion itself mocked our attempts to flee. The air became suffocating, and the oppressive atmosphere bore down on us. With each passing moment, our fear intensified. We questioned our decision to venture into this forsaken place, our nerves fraying as the spectral whispers transformed into agonizing cries.
Leave this place,
they pleaded, the voices intertwining with the echoes of the past. Finally, we stumbled upon a dusty staircase leading down into darkness. The mansion seemed to resist our escape, but we descended, our breath quickening with every step. The air became thick with malevolence, and the whispers reached a crescendo. Just as we thought we were lost forever, we burst through the front door into the cold night air. Gasping for breath, we found ourselves standing on the mansion's front steps, bathed in the dim glow of the moon. The abandoned town sprawled around us, a silent witness to the terror we had endured. As we retreated from the haunted mansion, the echoes of our escape lingered in the air. The abandoned town, with its hidden horrors, served as a chilling reminder that some places are better left undisturbed, their mysteries shrouded in the darkness of the unknown. Thank you, horror aficionados, for watching our video. Remember, if you ever find yourself on a road trip, beware of the unexpected horrors that await. These stories serve as a chilling reminder that the open road can lead to a journey into darkness. So stay safe out there. Thank you for all of you subscribers for the support and making it to the end of the video. And for everyone new, welcome. And if you like this video, join our community of growing horror aficionados by liking, turning on post notification, and subscribing for more content like these. Stay safe and sleep tight if you can.